What up, folks? Welcome back to Ultrazilla Toys, and today I have a review of the Kaiyodo Sofubi box Smoke Green T-Rex. Alright, my zillions, back at the review desk after a kind of a lengthy break from me, about a little over a week now since I've done a review, and I'm starting it off with the way I ended off, and that's with a T-Rex-ish review, if he wants to stay on camera. I mean, I'm not going to blame the T-Rex. I'm going to blame the positioning of my tripod and the turntable here. But this is the Kaiyodo Sofubi box T-Rex, and it's kind of a small little thing. And, you know, I got it on sale at HLJ. It was on sale for about 26 bucks US. It's usually about 35 bucks US if you're importing it, and about 45 bucks if you're getting it from like Big Bad Toy Store. It's small for that, you know. I definitely want to get that out of the way. It is small for that, but it is a pretty good looking little piece. So, and it scales well with some things you want it to scale well with. So we're going to take a look at all of that, talk about it more, so let's get going. And also, if you didn't know, Sofubi usually means a vinyl toy. So, this is indeed that. One of two Sofubi box figures I got in my last HLJ shipment. Both were on sale. The other one was the polar bear. We will look at that as well. But this is cool. You know, not regarding its, you know, size. It is a cool piece. It's very well detailed. As you can see, like, there's a lot of great texture throughout this whole thing. And this is the smoke green version, as I said on the top. There's three different versions. There's one that's kind of like yellowish and brown with like spots, and then there's a paleontologist art version, which is supposedly based on the first ever painting of a T-Rex. Pretty cool, but I just thought this one looked the best. There's something about a green, you know, one that I really like, and it's kind of green and gradiates all throughout. I like that. It like starts here really light around the neck and jaw, and then just kind of gets darker as it goes, you know, until it gets to these darker spots. And on the back you have you know, like this little, you know, dorsal fin, for lack of better terms, here on the back, and that's pretty dark, going out throughout all the way down to his tail. So that's pretty cool. And there is like feathering, which is cool, you know, a little bit of a, you know, more scientifically correct thing going on there around the dorsal fins. I'm just gonna call them dorsal fins, spines, whatever. And that's pretty cool. I like the coloring on that. The painting is really good on this. I really dig it. I love how they did these colors coming down from, you know, the dorsal fins. I think that's really cool. It's a little bit darker, kind of like a brownish. Very nicely done. Again, the texturing on this completely is great. And you got a lot of different things going on here, like these wrinkles coming down all throughout. You know, I dig that a lot. You see his tail. His tail is curved downwards like this in its natural position because it serves as a little stand for him. He doesn't really want to stand great. He can stand like that, I guess. Yeah, I guess he can stand. I've been like leaning him back, but you know, he can stand. There you go. Hey, how about it? It just proved me wrong as I was trying to disparage it a little bit. But it's really good looking. It's good looking greens all throughout. You got more white over here. You got some bony mass over here in between his legs there. Bony mass. Oh, hey. You got the little signature T-Rex arms, which look pretty decent, you know. And then his head is very nicely done. You do have these little plastic pegs there, you know, but that's for the articulation there. What are you going to do? It's got to go somewhere. I guess they could have went on the inside, but it's not like an expensive piece, so I see why they did it there. The teeth on the inside look pretty good. The mouth is nice. You can see it's nice and like wet looking. A nice glossy paint on the inside. Very meaty looking there. I mean, you can't really make out his tongue. You can, it's there. Yeah, there it is. But as compared to the rest of it, it just kind of blends in and tongue doesn't move or anything. The teeth are done well, painted well. He's got gums there. Might be a little bit scratched, but I can't really say it wasn't there when I got it because as you might have seen, I got these when I was, you know, hanging out in the apartment with Ultrazilla Jr. and he likes to play. So I don't know. I'm not going to blame it either way. I'm not going to have a, you know, I'm not going to go crazy about it. Teeth look pretty good. Nice and shiny as well. Looking good. And then he's got little beady eyes here. Let's get it to focus. There you go. So, yeah, I feel like I'm like learning how to review all over again after not doing this for a week. It's true. It happens to me. So, there you go. His head looks really good. I just like the shape of it. And he does look a little weird from the front. That looks a little weird. And in general, he is very, very, very skinny. And I find that to be very, like, odd. You know, like, he doesn't have much mass to it. It's kind of like a teenage, you know, T-Rex. Not really like a full-grown T-Rex feel to me. In my opinion, that's what I think of it. But otherwise, it does look good. You know, all the features on his face look very, very nice. On the nostrils, you know, the eyebrows, all that. So really good. A lot of folds and wrinkles throughout. Really nicely done. And the paint is beautiful all throughout. So I have no problem with that. The nails are painted well on his feet. We didn't even look at his feet, but there you go. A lot of great texture there. Bottom, nothing really going on. But the feet, you know, the toenails are painted in that dark brown, same as his, you know, fingernails, his hand nails. But there you go. Looking good. It's a really nice looking piece. There's no doubt about it. All right, taking a look at articulation, starting with the head. You have swivel at the neck there. The jaw actually opens from the top, if you didn't notice that before, which is interesting. It's different. Usually jaws open from the bottom. This one opens from the top. I mean, you got that there, but I kind of like it as something different, you know? It's kind of cool. The little arms do move ever so slightly, but maybe they're not supposed to. So I don't know. I'm not getting a ton of movement out of them, but there is a cut there, and it does move ever so slightly. At the legs, you got swivels at the hips, swivels at the ankles here, and then at the tail you have two swivels, one there and one there. So not so bad for a vinyl, actually. I think it's pretty decent, and you know, that's why I guess you're paying a little more for these Sofubi box figures. For your size comparisons, let's start out with the Vanilla Ice V-Rex here. I forget which one this is. Jungle one. I believe it's the jungle one. Yeah. It is way bigger. I mean, way bigger than this little dude. And if you were to get them at BBTS, they're like the same price, or at least they were. And that's no way. You know, this Reborn one is incredible. For the price. It's super heavy and whatnot. This is very light. A vinyl, you know. 2-man enter, 1-man leave. Here's the T-Rex with Gamma 3. A Beast of the Mesozoic Raptor. The Mezco PX Previews Black and White King Kong. It's not bad, but like it ends up looking like a, you know, like a teen T-Rex with this Kong. But the thing I like it scaling with the best here is the SH Monster Arts King Kong. It looks really good. I feel like the sizing is really nice. You know, it's just a good face-off. You know, they could roar at each other. You know, so I dig it. I dig it a lot, and honestly, this works way better than these guys do, this is just way too big. I mean, I said it during this review, but I'm sorry, does not work. His head alone is like bigger than his head and torso. That does not work at all. But, you know, it's not accurate, but, you know, this guy is way better scale-wise to Kong, and those VRXs are way better scaled to this guy. So that's my opinion on that. Final thoughts, it's a cool piece. You know, if you could get it on discount for what I did, 26 bucks or so, it's okay. I'm not gonna say it's worth it, but it's okay. I don't want you to pay more than that for this. I think you'll be disappointed otherwise. But the paint is really good, and the sculpt is definitely there. It's got a little bit of articulation as well, so that's a plus. But ultimately, I feel like it's very skinny for what it is, and I don't know. It's small, just small. But if you want something to scale with your SH Monster Arts, King Kong, I think this does the job very, very well. And there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.